From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, I don't know about you, but I'm in a better mood. I'm just in a better mood because the weather is just not quite as hot. I mean, it's nice to have warm weather in summer because that's summer. Then in winter, we'll be hoping and wishing and praying we had a warm day. But right now, we're getting a little bit of a break, all because of this storm system, which is now over the eastern Great Lakes area. You can kind of see how that wraparound cloud cover has been able to just kind of also pull down cooler, drier air. Folks in Texas are happy because they got a little bit of a break, some areas. And then you see all this moisture getting shot back up out to the west. You go, is it raining in the desert southwest? And we do have rain out there. We call it the monsoon season, and that's where you get rain and thunderstorms because moisture gets pulled up from out of the Pacific and also some out of the Gulf. And so that during afternoons they get showers and storms, all because we get this big ridge of high pressure over us, and that just kind of circulates moisture back out to the west of us, gives us drier weather and eventually get us hot. But there's a fall feeling in the air down to, or I should say to the north and east of us, downstream, so to speak. Only in the 70s today for highs across a pretty good chunk from St. Louis and Kansas City up to Chicago and Cleveland. Could you imagine that? You talk about fresh air. Probably a little bit of smoke still from the Canadian fires. Then also pointing out 101 in Billings, 103 at Portland and New Orleans. Yeah, they had to still sit down at 101. But Dallas, for the first time in 24 days, did not hit 100. They were only at a cool 95. We were at 85. And then you can see, as I said, Kansas City at 79. So tonight, obviously, it's dry air. It's pleasant air, upper 60s to low 70s across the area. Appreciate it because it's, like I said, not going to last too awful long. Tomorrow morning, really cool. Upper 50s to low 60s. Quite unusual for this time of year. But we're going to love it. And then tomorrow afternoon, still a lot to love. In southwest Oklahoma, notice the triple digits start to show up. That's that hot air. It's going to start making it feel like a steam bath pretty soon. But as we look on into early Thursday morning, we'll be in the 60s, 70 southwest, and we'll have more of a southwest wind, eventually changing back to a northeast wind on Thursday night. There's a weak boundary coming through. So that might slow down, impede a little bit of the heating. We'll still manage to be in the mid-90s with 100 plus from Oklahoma City to the south and west. And you're saying, is it not going to get hot? Oh, yeah, it'll get hot. Friday, we'll have more of an easterly component wind. Otherwise, we'd be at 100. We'll probably be in the mid to upper 90s, most of the area. Relatively dry air still in place. The moisture and humidity really starts to show up more so as we get on into Saturday, as we get more of a south wind. And then here we go again, back up to that nasty old century mark, and heat index values 105 to 110. So there will probably be heat advisories and maybe some excessive heat warnings. And that could happen again on Sunday as we continue with more of a wind that's east to southeast across the area. So it's not 110 degrees in the shade, but it's going to be a doggone hot on into next week. And in fact, for the next 10 days, there's not much, if any, moisture available to us. And so we're going to have to wait maybe 10 to 14 days before a chance of a few scattered showers occur. I want to also point out for the last 30 days, we've had a lot of good rain in northeast Oklahoma and east and southeast. But if you get to southwest of McAllister, even McAllister, 1.9 inches, and then you get to Ada, Ardmore, Durant, hasn't rained this month. Hasn't rained at all. It's been 100 degrees. And so those guys have been miserable. We'll get miserable with heat index values, but that's about it as heat index values get up around 110. All right, forecast tomorrow morning, cool, quiet, nice, 61. If you're in the outlying areas, we're in the upper 50s. Also, we're looking at 81 at noontime, 89 in the afternoon, sunny, still nice weather. And as we extend the forecast out, yeah, there's those century marks. It's going to be pretty hot on Friday, really hot Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not forever, though. That's the way it looks right now. That is your Hot 9 Day Planner. We'll be right back.